Hey there, this is the One Boom, and I want to say if any Sledgehammer developers are watching this, I hope you had a really good holiday break. Hope you had a good Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, New Year, whatever you decided to celebrate. I really hope you had a good time doing it. And now, respectfully, get back to patching Vanguard. Alright, so since Sledgehammer's winter break is over, I think it's a good time for me to list all of the things I want fixed when it comes to Vanguard. Because Vanguard, while a pretty fun game, it has a small treasure chest of problems that I feel like need to be resolved within the next 2 months. Now luckily, unlike with Cold War, I don't have to list off content drought as a problem here. Just some bugs and issues and balancing problems that I would love to see ironed out and addressed. And the first things I'm going to mention are the two things in their tweet that they say they're going to be working on. We're going to get a shotgun nerf and a fire resistance something. They're either going to be adding fire resistance to an existing perk, adding a fire resistance perk, nerfing fire, I don't know. But I am really excited about these two changes because they were on my list for a while now. Shotguns in this game require no pacing, no accuracy, and like with every Call of Duty shotgun, really the only skill gap is closing the distance on your opponent. That's not really that hard to do in Call of Duty. There's so many buildings and rooms and power positions that are just easy to lock down with a shotgun in COD games. So, no, shotguns don't take a lot of skill, they don't really take a lot of finesse. Yeah, quickscoping's annoying and STGs are boring to die by, but shotguns require the least amount of skill from the player, again, only requiring the player to close distance. So they need a nerf. And I really hope what they do is they widen the hipfire pellet spread, tighten up the ADS pellet spread, and just overall decrease the damage so players have to get into close quarters, aim at me with their sight, and pull the trigger. What I hate is somebody just flying around the corner with a double barrel and just one shot hipfire kills me and one shot hipfire kills my buddy. That's lame, and especially on a mouse. Like, you see these like mouse players with high DPI turning on people and whipping around corners with powerful, very low accuracy required shotguns. Then you have console players. Like, aim assist rotation to me isn't that big of a deal until somebody's using an overpowered shotgun with it. Then it feels like hell to go up against. I think they also said they're going to be buffing snipers, but I have a whole other video about that, so we're not going to talk about that today. So fire resistance is good, shotgun nerfs are good, but the other thing I want them to do is to rework the incendiary grenade to have a less pronounced smoke effect and for it to go off on impact for only 3.5 seconds. Basically have the thing work like a fiery smoke pellet that does very little damage and provides very little obscurement, because if you really want thermite and smoke, run thermite and smoke. Running the incendiary grenade to just provide these obnoxious smoke screens that damage me, which will be made better by a fire resistance perk of some kind that they are apparently working on and adding, but there's just too much fire in this game already. Even if they add a fire resistance perk, thermites, incendiary ammo, incendiary grenades, Molotovs, the firebomb killstreak, the Juggernaut killstreak, they just all set you on fire and it's just frustrating to deal with. So honestly, nerf the hell out of the incendiary grenade, make it last less, take the smoke and distortion effects, just reduce them by like 50%, and make it just a quick little time buying tool for objectives. Don't have it be this meta grenade to throw around on small maps and objectives that just cloud everybody's vision and damage anyone that gets near it. It's just really obnoxious. The next thing is from one of my early issues with Vanguard, and that is that the perks need to be rebalanced and rearranged. This is still the only Call of Duty game where you can't run Tac Mask and Flak Jacket. There's no way to do that. You cannot make a total stealth build, you cannot make a total resistance build. They have every intel perk in tier 2 and every resistance and stealth perk in tier 1. This needs to be rearranged and broken up so that I can run cold-blooded and ninja, so that I can run survival training and fortified. Also, it would cut down on people's obsession with stuff like high alert and forward intel. Because you can only take one tier 1 perk, you might as well just have forward intel or high alert, and it makes the game kinda lame, because I just feel like I need to run cold-blooded, oh, but then whoops, I can't have fortified, and I can't have survival training. The next problem I have is with the dog kill streaks in general. The dog kill streaks need a massive rework. They have janky hitboxes, low aim assist pull on console, so they're very frustrating to aim down and shoot at your feet with a controller. They also are completely hard countered by bayonets and basically melee attacks, so when people figure that out, your dog streak you worked for doesn't really do much because the players just start stun locking the dogs by punching them. Sometimes the dogs don't even enter the map, that's an annoying bug. Same with the guard dog. If the dogs are going to be in the game, they need to be consistent to shoot and damage, but not easy to stun lock and avoid. Like, they need to be worth calling in, but they need to be less frustrating when you see one and you're lining up your iron sight on it. They just have a janky ass hitbox and they need to get changed. If you've had problems with dogs in the game, whether calling them in or getting killed by them, let me know. I know I have. It's bad to have a kill streak like this that doesn't feel worthwhile to shoot at or call in. So kind of odd. Now, before we get to my two big things, I'm going to mention this here. I have two videos planned. A video about how I want them to rework suppression and a video about how shitty Vanguard Zombies is. So Zombies rant and a suppression rework idea. Those videos are coming soon. I just wanted to advertise that. So if you want to see those, please subscribe. Okay, last two big things. Server stability. This game runs pretty nicely on my Xbox, but the problem is the servers are atrocious. People suffering from packet burst, even though I do think that indicator's too sensitive and shows up when nothing's happening, it's still, showing up and there is a problem there. Then you have lobby and party bugs, friends and people just getting kicked out of parties and lobbies all of the time. And sometimes you get into a match and you'll play it normally and then the server just starts to die. Everyone starts stuttering around, bullets start freezing in midair, the game starts to run at like 12 FPS and then the server dies. Having to roll the dice to see if the game you're in is going to crash every time you matchmake kind of feels like, unplayable. Like, if you don't know whether or not you're gonna be able to finish every game you get into, that's when you really start like getting that buyer's remorse, because design decisions can be tweaked and can be worked around, but you just can't work around players and adapt and counter things when you're just lagging out of games. And it's annoying that every match, my crossplay friend on PC just gets booted out of the lobby and I still can't get an open NAT type. So please, Sledgehammer, please fix this. I'm begging. Hands and knees and everything. Now, why would somebody accuse me of not being easy to please? And the last big thing that Sledgehammer needs to do to Vanguard is tell us what the fuck they're doing with it. I want more roadmaps and updates. This is the modern age of gaming. They have Twitter pages and Facebook pages. They have access to Reddit. Do a big weekly update every week. Let us know what you're working on. I love that they have a Trello board to let us know what the issues are and what they're working on. But I want direct from the horse's mouth threads on Twitter every Thursday, every Friday, every Wednesday, whatever it is, letting us know what they're working on and letting us know in advance what we can expect to see in terms of content. What I hate and what my friends hate with these live service games is that you don't really have anything to look forward to. You are looking forward to the fact that they will do something, but it's not like we can look at a roadmap and see the next 6 months planned out. Like, we know there's going to be another SMG added during the season and some new cosmetics, but come on, do another event, do some more game modes, let us know what we have to look forward to. Let us know that you plan on doing prop hunt, let us know if you plan on adding capture the flag. Please do that. I hate that I have to wait a week before they're about to do something to hear that they're going to do it. So there might be weeks before that where I'm just fed up with the game, I have nothing to cling to, nothing to hope for, nothing to be excited about, because they just haven't told us they're doing anything. You just have to hope and assume, and there's gotta be better ways to do that. The last Call of Duty game where we got really good weekly information was Infinite Warfare, and I adored that. Please bring that back so we know what you're working on, we know what you're working towards. Don't think that because your game sold well, you can just go radio silent until you decide to finally listen to the community, after a couple of weeks of no updates. Okay, enough ranting, enough bitching. Thank you guys so much for coming out, watching the video. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, 343 is next.